Hello, welcome back. We have a message from Yomi. Ended my nap 3 with Femoria this turn. You will see my attacks on turn 36. Dude, naps are so weird to me. Marvoni will also join. Okay, yeah, so Marvoni getting a piece of Femoria as well. Ubar at war with Abyssia, Ironmar with Femoria. That leaves only Beratos and Rus as unharried coalition members against Saro. Yep, Beratos also worries that Rus is grown very large. Wanted to help Ubar against Abby, but I will need Construction 7 or Water 2 random to get over the river. I can buy air pills from Beratos, but it's too costly. Yeah, I remember saying it looks kind of hard for them to help. Getting ult 6 next turn. Bunch of spells. Income. Damn, Yomi telling us everything. After sending my 5 nature per turn to Marv since we share Mother Oak. I still haven't taken Pyrenees Forts. Feeling real new bad, but having fun. Well, that's the important thing. I was just looking around the map. No one's actually taken any capitals yet. There's still Muspelheim, there's still Maconi, there's still Pyrenees, there's still... yeah, real struggle to get capitals sometimes. Anyway, I don't think there's any, like, super important battles this month, so let's just see what we can see. There was a battle in Pyrenees, though. So, a big line of Shikomi as always for Yomi. Couple of Onis in the front. Into some PD and patrolling stuff for Pyrenees. I guess this is what they have left. Don't think the cave grubs and cave cows are gonna stand up to the Shikomis, to be honest. So that is Pyrenees once more under siege. Yeah, so cleared out some junk. I can't remember how many mages Pyrenees has. Do they have a bunch of mages in the fort still, maybe? Lost some cows and grubs though, anyway. Only cost Yomi 5 Shikomis. But yeah, that's back under siege. Looks like all the Pyrenees stuff's under siege now, anyway. This needs to be taken. Also, whatever Ubar had here seems to have vanished, so... it felt like they still had quite a bit of stuff here based on the scout report last turn, but maybe not. Anyway, battle in the West Province in the game. So over here, we just have Saro getting back in the cap and Abyssia dodging. So Saro's cap also still there, as it looks like. Not much to say about that, really. I mean, yeah, I think... oh, wow. So a lot of Abyssia trying to assassinate Saro's stuff, though. So they kill a chieftain. And then they lose a slayer. They lose a slayer. They kill an Inari. And lose a slayer. Interesting. Oh, so they... So what was that? That was a chieftain. So they kill a chieftain and strand 29 raiders and kill those. So that's not too bad. Here's Abyssia's army again. Mostly just spamming falling fires, it looks like. It's a living. And so they swapped with Saro, who... Yeah, here's their army. What are you casting these days? Heated Fae and Venom Arrows. Any of you guys have... no gems or anything? Did this army have any gems? No. So nothing too big in either army, I suppose. Battle in Maconi! So Caleb is once more putting Maconi under siege. Nice. This guy has a lot of gear. He just got absolutely pummeled by lightning bolts there. Very nice. So Maconi back under siege. Oh yeah, got rid of a nice assortment of big guys and mages there. That's pretty good. Is this a hero or something? I noticed it doesn't cost any gold. It did cost another 30 Tempest Warriors, so... and an Assassin. Gonna have to keep shoveling the Tempest Warriors over. At Winter Peaks, we have Saro sending around some Shadow Servants. I noticed as well, underground, They did attack this province with a Shadow Servant and successfully took it, so... Shadow Servant sucking some cavemen to death. Pretty impressive. I've never thought about using a Shadow Servant to kill 1 PD provinces. Seems to do pretty well, honestly. So, less well against more PD, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's what Sarah's doing elsewhere in the world. We also have Beratos attacking Earthsword Desert, so not much to see there. I guess this is how Sarah's territory is getting divided up between Rus and Beratos. Rus also on Muspelheim's cap. Not much to kill. Muspelheim was pretty much dead like 20 turns ago or something. What else have we got? There's Sarrow, Silvergrove, Muspelheim. Rus, are you casting any interesting spells? Only 3 mages, but... Thunderstrikes. You guys are weak to shock, right? Yeah. Pretty good spell. What else we got? Gehenna. Yeah, that was that province. Mountains of Mist, so we see Moverni sending some Ictiads against Mikoni, bouncing off a ton of PD. This is, I checked, it's 25 points of PD, but some of it is from an event. One of the local nobles is afraid of uprisings. I don't know how the AI behaves exactly. But I just thought it was quite funny that it suddenly had 25 points of PD here, but yeah, some of it is an event, so it didn't put all of that there. The pit, we have Beratos still taking independent provinces, which is great. Still picking up all these free provinces. They do border another throne as well, actually. That might be a target for them at some point. Battle of the Fortress in Lost World. You may attack Pyrenees but fail to capture the fortress. Just some scouting there, looks like. There isn't too much in there, is there? There's only 2 Meru champions. How are you guys geared? Like, it does have a Hammer of the Mountains. But do AoE? Yeah, oh, AoE stun, right. I mean, that would hit a... that would hit one of those Dione guys pretty hard. So you might be nervous about storming that with a Dione. Then again, he has to open it, doesn't it? A Dione is not going to break open the fort very quickly. Not on its own, anyway. Move by plus, we got a Ring of Fire, that's nice. And there was an arena, I forgot though, Yomi's probably just going to crush the arena, aren't they? It doesn't look like anybody really sent anything, so there's not really much to see, it's just, Bride number 3, the least favourite, the commander. Yeah, being sent against Pig Snout. A Dione with Valor. Yeah, I mean, this is a non-magic arena deathmatch, but I mean, yeah. I mean, the Dione is just going to clean up anyway. That was Beratos. Then we have Pyrenees. Got a Gentile. It's in a black bow, that's quite funny. Try to feeble-mind someone's arena combatant. Or not. He's just walking forwards. Never mind. Well, good try. And then finally we have AI Muspelheim sending a Prophet with a Lightless Lantern. Very interesting. So, not the most exciting arena deathmatch, but congratulations to Pig Snout, who gets the Champion's Trident. Let's see, did you have a weapon? You did not. So, Enchanted No Dutch is probably pretty good. How does it compare against the Champion's Trident? No idea. I guess we'll, if we see that commander pop up again somewhere, we can compare. And besides that, yeah, a couple of independent battles. Barbs, Tritons, and Ettins bouncing off people. And that's it for messages. So yeah, no big updates just yet. U-Boss seems to have just... or maybe he went up out of the cave. Okay, there's 140 units here, but it's mostly Great Hawks. I don't know what happened to Ubo's stack. I mean, there were quite a few things left that we could see last month, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it was nothing. Either way, Abyssir has some time now to get some burning ones back over to Smotherdark. I wonder if he'll just retreat these guys. He's probably a bit scared to face that stack, so maybe. Might be time to say, peace, Sarah. See what happens. Well, that's how the cave is looking now. Abyssir doing okay. Malvern. Yeah, Malvern just staying friends with Yomi, it seems, and gonna take a bite out of Femoria. Probably won't be too bad for them. Again, this area looks pretty undefended too. We do have quite a few boars building up in the cap, so... Yeah, I imagine if Femoria gets attacked by a bunch of Yomi stuff here, and then Malvern stuff here, they probably just fall over, don't they? Bit of a shame, really. Kind of a quiet player. Didn't make huge splash. But I get the feeling they were... I mean, they were like really far ahead on like research and income and stuff, weren't they? Probably just focusing inward for a bit. But we'll see what they do. I mean, Femoria can definitely put up a really strong fight in the mid-game. Be interesting to see how it shakes out. Makoni back under siege. Saramatia back in the hands of Saramatia. Calum, yep, keep up the good work, Calum. Yomi, very strong. Beratos. What are you up to now, Beratos? Still taking indie provinces. Let's check. Do you have blood hunting going? It does look like Abyssir and Beratos are actually regularly blood hunting now. These aren't just... You know, this is consistent. It's not a lot, is it? If these... If the lines currently are just 1 blood slave, then this is 9 blood slaves. So they got about 7 this month. Well, Abyssir did. Beratos got about 5 this month or something. So, you know, blood hunting is starting, but slowly it looks like. I can see the random ride-in-waitings in a few provinces. Yeah, I think he should be blood hunting with the priest guys, to be honest. Rus is doing very well out of this war, I think. They got a big chunk of the stuff out over here. They're going to grab Muspelheim. And as long as they stay peaceful with Beratos, they could actually turn around and grab the rest of Sarah's stuff, and probably the cap as well. They're in a good spot to be carrying on fighting Sarah, aren't they? They also probably don't fear this big stack too much. I mean, they've got their own pretty big stack. They also have quite a few flying units around as well. How vulnerable are you to flying? I mean, there's some stuff back here that... I mean, if flyers just dropped on all this rear stuff, that would probably be quite bad, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Rus might do pretty well out of the Sarah War. So far seems like they got the best of it. Especially since Femoria's probably not going to keep their winnings for very long, if I had to guess, but we'll see. And is that everybody currently? I think that's all of the players now, isn't it? Yeah. So, bit of a quiet turn again. I'll leave things there. Let's go check out turn 35. Hello, welcome back. We have a Shambler Chief claiming the Brass Throne for Beratos. Very nice. And let's just go through the battles again. So Abyssir back on Saramati's cap. Interesting decision. So just kind of walking around in circles at the moment. Saramati actually moved over to Amol, which is surprising. I wonder what they're planning to do at the big stack. They're quite lucky. It looks like all of their stuff is under siege, but actually they've still got a fort in Mir, so they're retaining some income. That's good. Yeah. I wonder how this is going to resolve. I did notice back underground, I can see Ubo's stuff again, so he might be coming back to do another attempt on Smotherdark. And I don't see any more burning ones over in Smotherdark yet, so I'm not sure how well Abyssir is going to be able to defend this. but we'll see what happens. So there's Saramatia. We have battling Amol and... oh, this is just... yeah, so this is where Sarah's stack moved. So, same stack we've seen. We have... let's see, it's Baratos taking New Jome and Mountains of Mist over here. So they're grabbing the Makoni stuff. And they also grab Utenshire as well, grabbing that off. I think that was Sarah, right? Yeah. So pick up another 3 provinces over here, very nice for them. They've got a ton of army here as well. But probably not a great time to be threatening Rus, because you can also see Sarah's giant stack is still in play. I'll be trying to liberate this fort next, I don't know. This is a 500 wall. I mean, I assume this cracks open forts quite quickly, but maybe I'm wrong. 1.7 siege strength? Seems like it would crack it open in 2 turns, maybe? I'm not very good at quick math, but... what it seems like. Really interesting how this area is going to shake out. This is a strong army, it just, like... Sarah needs to just have a good engagement, which is hard to do when... this is all you have. I mean, Abyssio wanted back onto the cat. I mean, Sarah could just move back now and smash into the stack again, or try to. I mean, I think he'd do pretty well. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Just gotta see how it shakes out. Rus taking another underwater province with the shipwreckers. Nice for him. That's also in this area, sort of. The shipwreckers could walk down and take Antediluvian too. And there's quite a few little lakes down here. We've got Shrimp Promise and Crab Guarantee. Just keep marching the shipwreckers down. Just weaving between the war battles and grab all those nice lakes. That'd be cool. We have Gehenna taking back. This is the province that Sarah took with a Shade Servant. That's been grabbed back. We've got Mountains of Mist. And yeah, that was one of Makoni's provinces. So Makoni is back to just the capital now. It's just... oh, looks like... is that... so it looks like Kalem's actually brought a bunch of skeletons as well. They've got a bit more army putting it under siege. They can keep flying units over too. Let's see if the next storm goes well. I really hope Kalem actually takes Makoni capital at some point. It'd be nice if they succeed eventually. What else we got? So Land of Feelings is Barb's attacking Rus. Utenshire is, yep, we've already seen. And then Rus also takes Healthy Obsession and Fortress in Cracked Earth. This was one of Sarah's forts. Oh, is this a... what are they? The Blood Amazon? Ghana Amazons province? Looks like it is. So this would be a nice pickup for Rus. Not really much to see battle-wise, since it's just a bunch of flying units, but... I wonder if the Zmays are just killing all the Draconians again with the Fire Breath. Let's find out. No. Good. Only one Draconian died? That's really impressive. Draconians usually love dying. But yeah, is that a Garnet province then? Oh, I can't check, can I? Because it's not a site, it's a pop type. I mean, it must be. It is a desert, I think that's more likely to be, right? And also Healthy Obsession, which is... yeah, that's a smaller stack. So a little raiding force just picking up provinces. Yeah, so Rus has plenty of stuff over here. Baratos has plenty of stuff over here. Sarah has all their stuff over here. And Abyssir has plenty of stuff over here. So, plenty of scope for exchanges to happen. And yeah, Baratos definitely doing some blood hunting. The commoners are not happy with it. Fortunately, this old man successfully fights off these dudes. Very impressive. Yeah, I mean, he's not exactly built for combat, but there we go. So this is one of the priests that got B2. He is making dowsing rods. That is in Ogwoods, which is one of his forts, so it's this one. So I guess he's blood hunting his forts as well. It's inconvenient. I did check as well, his blood income is, you know, it's on the up, that's good. We're consistently above 0. So, turn 35 seems like it's... We have the beginnings of the blood economy starting to move. Probably a bit late, but... better late than never, right? And that's it for messages. So still not much really happening just yet. Still waiting for some big exchanges to take place. So is it next turn that Yomi's going to attack Femoria, or the turn after? I'm not sure how it works exactly. But Femoria, plenty of stuff in their cap now. Still sieging Dawnland. It's a bit awkward to be stuck doing that. And yeah, Mavoni building up tons of boars in his cap. It's up to 350 units. Mostly boars from what we can see. I do really want to see a bunch of boars raiding provinces with the exploding bless. That should be pretty funny. Besides that though, I don't think there's much to really look at the moment. We need to wait for the next series of big clashes. So I'll take a minute to look through some of the... I'll just give you a view of all the regions of the world in case you want to pause and look at stuff. Let's go through some stuff that we can see that I might not have looked at for a while. Oh, how are the mercenaries doing? People are using all the mercenaries, that's good. A lot of people, even like experienced players, forget to keep looking at the mercenaries through to the mid game, you know? Although I guess for these guys, it probably still feels like the early game, right? So maybe that's why. But yeah, I always notice that once you get past the kind of early stages, people just stop bidding on mercenaries, so it's actually nice these guys are still doing that. Some pretty good companies as well. Got Shipwreckers and Fishmaster Sog. Nogash's Damned Legion, very nice. Istana's Warriors and Reavers of the Deep. Ah, that's where all those skeletons came from for Calum. Okay, so Calum, nice. Picking up the mercenaries to help try and seize the fort. Good decision, I think. Keep it up. What else we got? Nation Overview, that's for me. War Graphs. So, Beratos, by far the biggest. Yeah, they've been having a really nice game, I think, so far. Reef's doing pretty well, then Yomi, then Femoria. Yeah, I think Yomi's going to end up very large if they end up taking a big piece of Femoria. Then Abyssia, then Mavoni, Ubor, Calum. Interesting, Calum is still the same size as Ubor and Mavoni, so... They seem a bit puny, but no, they're competitive with those two. I guess they are just all the small fry players, but even then, they're not that far behind Abyssia, are they? Abyssia has all that space underground. Forts, Sarah losing lots of forts, but not much else to say really otherwise. Income usually just tracks provinces, although goddamn, yeah. I didn't really pay much attention, yeah, Sarah's just completely lost everything. What a shame, they were the second largest player recently. Yikes. Beratos first on income, then Rus, Femoria, Abyssia, yeah. Pretty much what you'd expect. M income, Yomi way out in front, then Femoria. And then most people are kind of clustered around, although it looks like Mavoni's done no site searching, really. Like Calum's picking up quite a few gem sites at the moment. Blood income is just starting. Research. So Rus has taken the lead now because Saro doesn't really have many mages sitting around researching. Although interestingly, it looks like their research progress is still increasing, so they do have people researching somewhere. Not quite as steep as the other lines, but still. They could still be in the game, I suppose, if they just managed to fight off people and just get a few forts back. They're not doomed to be a complete rump state, I don't think. You just need to get people off their back eventually. And then... Wow, Mavoni has as much research as Yomi. That's really impressive. So considering... Let's see. So Mavoni, Ubor, Calum are all roughly the same size. But Mavoni is so far ahead of Ubor and Calum on research. Mavoni, what is your secret? You have magic scales. You don't even have scales. You're cold and misfortune, and that's it. That's pretty funny. Huh. How are they so good on research? Damn. They're almost... I mean, they're up there. That's really impressive. How many forts do you have? I don't know. That's a shocking result to me. I mean, Marvoni, what... There are nature research boosters now. I guess maybe they had a fire dragon. Could that have been making lightless lanterns too? What else can they do? What paths does Marvoni get? Because I only know they get Earth and Astral, but what else is it? Yeah, Earth and Astral. There's no research boosters there, are there? So they can make the nature booster. What else can you do? You don't get air or anything. You have a very cheap mage. Damn, you should have got magic skills. I feel like whenever I see really cheap mages, that's always a sign to get magic skills, right? But I guess I didn't need it. How is the research so good? That's shocking to me. As a player who never does any real research, and I'm always where like Uber is on research. Considering Marvoni is like not competitive with these players otherwise in terms of like provinces and stuff. I mean, I guess they haven't had any mages walking around site searching, so that's something. Dominion. I mean, I don't think anything strange there that we can see. Army size. I mean, Marvoni is going to be pumping out boars now, I think. Roos has a bunch of big summons, so Yomi has lots of summons. Aramati has lost a bunch of units. And ascension points. What else can we see? Wall of Fame. Yeah, mostly Yomi. I imagine that by the end of the game it's just going to be all Yomi. But we'll see. Global enchantments is just Mother Oak. And throne status. So the only one that Yomi's claimed is Crystal. I think they had more in their territory though, right? So there's the Crystal Throne. They have the Throne of the Second Age. Not a huge effect, but it's still +1 strength for the Sacred Troops. That's probably quite nice for them, isn't it? They have the Throne of Fire as well. Plus troops get +3 attack skill. I mean, I imagine you'd want these just for the Sacred benefits, right? 1 strength and 3 attack skill is like what? It's like, well, 4 bless points. It's not too bad when you think about it. I guess they're just don't want to draw attention to themselves by claiming thrones, or maybe it's just hard for them to claim stuff. They probably only have their profit, right? We have Gates of Conjugations for Moria. They do have that Thaumaturgy bonus. Maybe that's why they wanted to sit back and research. It's something that can take advantage of that. Water belongs to Baratos, Great Throne, and the Brass Throne. Nice income. And Roos has, yeah, the Life and the Moon. So those 2 points of growth for free are really sweet, I think. Okay, and that's it for everything we can see. Let's turn 35. So next video we might get war starting with Femoria. It'll be really interesting to see how they respond to that. Because Femoria does get some really nice tools to use. But I'm not sure how effective it's going to be against 2 nations that are not free spawn nations exactly, but it's going to be a lot of junk being shoved at them. Boars from one side and Shikomi from the other. Might be rough. I suppose they could. They do have a lot of big giant guys. In addition to like all the cloud trapezing, skelly spam, thunderstrike stuff they can do to raid. I suppose they could also be gearing out thugs as well. That might be able to do something. But let's see. We don't need to speculate too much. We'll see very shortly. Anyway, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you're still enjoying it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.